Hi, I'm David Katzmeyer from CNET. This is the Samsung PN59D8000. This is the 59-inch version. The series also comes in 51 and 64-inch sizes. This review will apply to all sizes. This is Samsung's highest-end plasma TV for 2011. This TV had a lot to live up to. In 2010, our second favorite TV of the year was this television's predecessor, the C8000. And in most ways, the D8000 lives up to that expectation. It's actually a much better TV than its predecessors and one of the best we've tested all year. First, we'll take a look at the styling on this TV. It's excellent. The design scored one of our highest ratings we've ever given to a plasma. Part of the appeal is this thin bezel around the edge here. It's metallic in color and, again, thinner than pretty much any plasma we've seen. It makes the TV look a lot like an LED TV, and that theme is continued when you turn the TV onto the side. You can see that it's, again, very thin, about 1.5 inches thick. Samsung does include this swivel stand here. Of course, it's got the spider design. We're not really big fans of that four-legged style, but you can always hang this TV on the wall if you want to get rid of it. As a flagship TV, the D8000 includes oodles of features. One of the most important is this remote control. It's got a QWERTY keyboard on the back side, so you can actually use it to type relatively quickly into apps and searches and sign-ups and stuff like that available on the TV's Internet suite. It works via Bluetooth, so you don't need line of sight, and we really did like a little screen here, although we really missed backlighting on this control, and we actually found the remote control for the smartphone, our Android phone, actually worked a lot better to control this Samsung TV. So you have a smartphone, iPhone, or Android, you might want to use that instead. Samsung's Smart Hub Internet Suite includes more apps than pretty much any we've seen this year on TVs. The D8000 also includes the Yahoo Widgets interface, which is totally separate from Smart Hub. Smart Hub does offer search and a video recommendations engine, but neither of those worked very well. We also found the interface relatively cluttered, but on the plus side, you can arrange it pretty well, and you can also find a lot of different apps that you won't find elsewhere, like Google Maps and Google Talk, in addition to the standards like Netflix and Vudu streaming. No Amazon Instant on this TV, however. Of course, the D8000 is 3D compatible. There's also a 2D 3D conversion engine on this television, and Samsung includes 2 pairs of 3D glasses. Picture quality on the D8000 is among the best we've ever seen, and the second best TV we've tested this year after the Panasonic highest-end plasma. The Samsung does beat the Panasonic's color, all told, once you dial in its calibration correctly. The black levels on the Panasonic were a little bit better, although the blacks on the Samsung are still very deep and inky. The Samsung does show a little bit less shadow detail than we'd like to see, but that's kind of the main knock on this TV, and really not that big of a deal when you consider how good the rest of its picture quality is. We also appreciated the anti-glare screen on this Samsung, which keeps black levels relatively deep while also reducing reflections. Video processing was a little bit of a knock. It doesn't do 1080p24 perfectly, but you can enable 1080p24 at the expense of black level performance slightly. Another small knock on the D8000 is that to get 1080p24 cadence to work correctly, you have to sacrifice some black level performance, but it does offer that option. 3D performance on the D8000 was excellent overall as well. Digital connectivity on the back panel is ample with 4 HDMI inputs and 3 USB ports. Analog connectivity is a little bit skimpy, however. You've got to use breakout cables if you want to connect a single analog video input. That's a quick look at the Samsung PN59D8000 series, and I'm David Katzmeyer.